Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today on Remembrance Day we're going to be talking about Neptune Wellness and their deal with 341 ranking SP 500 player IFF, so stay tuned. I'm going to talk about the market, how GRWG, their financials, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell down below, give me a thumbs up. I do truly appreciate all my viewers and subscribers. I want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. Buy or sell after you did your own research, due diligence, and like the investments you're pursuing. So, alright, right now it's freezing rain, so it's pretty wild out there. Alright, so before we get into this, I just want to have a little silence for Remembrance Day. One of my grandpas, he went to war. He came from England, and he went to war. Actually, he didn't come from England. He was out in Saskatchewan. But yeah, I mean, he got gassed and stuff like that in the war. He ended up getting a big claim. Like, they denied it for the longest time. But anyways, you gotta give props to those people that laid down our freedom. So I think it's kind of BS that Don Sherry gets fired for saying you people who are not wearing your poppies and stuff. Like, I mean, I think you gotta wear your poppies. Like, it's just a sign of respect, and people is gonna forget or whatever. But I mean, he's just an old dude, and he's just like hardcore, and he's been on TV for a long time. So I like that Donald Trump backs him on Twitter. Says people should be remembering their veterans. So that's what I wanted to say before I start the video. Okay, so the deal with IFF and Neptune Wellness. Okay, so they already had this LOI on a strategic collaboration, but I had no idea about it, and that was back when the stock price was higher for Neptune Health and Wellness. So I was kind of excited about that, right? I bought 2 call options for $4 Canadian till January 2020. So I had this one YouTuber. He's got his own channel, and he's all like, on one of my videos, he's all saying, he's like, I'm not interested in cannabis. Anybody can grow cannabis. And you know what I say to him is, yes, but do they have deals with Fortune 500 companies? Do they have deals with Fortune 500 companies? Can they make processed food with edibles? Can they make vape pens? All these companies aren't capitalized in order to make safe products so that the vast amount of the population can try, because it's tested and it's ensured to be safe. So again, I know the gray market or black market's got some good products. I've tried their products before, but this industry is a lot larger. On top of that, when you start talking about pharmaceutical, all the trials and tribulations that the big companies are doing, it's the biggest growth sector in the whole S&P 500. Like the whole SPY is the biggest. They're not part of the SPY, but the growth that's being made, and in the future, there's no company, there's no space that's as big as cannabis. So that's why when you get deals with companies such as IFF, which I didn't really know a lot about until I watched Jim Cramer's interview on Squawk Box, I believe, and he's just raving about IFF, and I started to learn about this company, and this is these are the gatekeepers, okay? You know, fucking for growing up as a teenager and young adult, all we ever heard was, oh, marijuana is a gateway to harder drugs. Marijuana is a gateway to harder drugs, blah, 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 blah. And all this bullshit, right? And so, getting back to context, is IFF is the gatekeepers for leading, you know, IP, the best flavors and fragrances. You know, they got all the information, and you know, they bring it raw, because this company, they work with big companies and they develop formulations that have flavors and fragrances, and you know, it improves the product. And this company does a lot of revenue. I think it's like $5 billion a year, and they're on a PE ratio of 30, and then $14 billion market cap, so, somewhere around there. But basically what it is it's huge. So what the deal is it's 2 million warrants that they're giving towards IFF at $12 USD till like 2024 for 5 years, okay? So you think that IFF isn't going to be incentivized to want to make some dang sexy products? Hell yeah. Because if they make it go to $25, $30 or $40, you know, come like 5 years, they're going to be sitting on some decent cash. So obviously they're incentivized. On top of that, they're getting a royalty stream. So if they sell like $1 million of products, then they'll get like 5%, or I don't know the terms, but they're gonna make some cash from it. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So I mean, the people that think that, oh yeah, anybody can just grow cannabis, yeah, well, anybody can, you know, grow they can make their own beer, they can make their own wine. Do you think that popular wine companies are just gonna stop making their wine because of that? No, because they're gonna have good products, and they're gonna brand, you know, preference to the people acknowledge that. So it's a lot bigger than people think. It's so wild out there, so wild. I love these contrarians that are saying that, you know, the cannabis sector is just gonna die. It's like, did they just see that GW Pharmaceutical just did about 90 million with their Epidiolex product for last quarter, and that this got approved about a year ago. Get that out of your mind. Like, oh my god. So it's crazy out there. So I bought some MRMD today. I bought 400 MRMD. I believe it got filled. I'm not 100% certain, but I did have it. You know, it should have gotten filled. I got it at like 88 cents, and it went back down to about 86 cents. So it should have filled. I sold my GRWG with their financials. They did 1.1 million net income. They beat EPS, and they did 21.5 million. So that's pretty impressive. Oh yeah, man. It's just a lot bigger than you think it is. On top of that, there's you know, Europe's just it's for what the deal with the